What up? It's your What Incredible Man. Yes, I'm back at it again. And this is my discussion slash review for My Hero Academia episode 66, aka season 4, episode 3. And it was absolutely wonderful, man. I enjoyed it because, let's be real, Night Eye is my favorite hero, and seeing him on screen and animated and with the voice actor and in color, it's just absolute perfection, man. I love this character so much, and I'm super excited to see him this season. And I know it's just pure greatness, man. Like I said in my previous review, I read the manga to a certain point, and I understood what this episode was accomplishing because we had Midoriya trying to work to get to, well, he had to earn his spot at his work study program. And that's what this episode was about. So let's just dive right into this episode, man. So we pick up right after last week's episode, and we have Midoriya constantly trying to impress Night Eye so he could get qualified and have Night Eye's approval to work for his work study program. And the funny thing is, because in this whole episode, at the end of the episode, we found out that Night Eye wanted him there from the jump, but the only reason he wanted him there was to deter him from being a superhero and to give up All for One. Dude, that's why I love Night Eye, man. And his quirk is so cool, man. It is so cool. And they even touched on it and showed how awesome it was in this episode. And just wait till it comes in hand later on. Man, it's gonna be boss. But so that's why Midoriya is trying to constantly prove himself to Night Eye this season, pretty much on, well, what I read anyway. But yes, man, this episode was boss. So we have him flailing about in the office, man, because after his impression failed of All Might, it didn't really get him anywhere, and Night Eye really wasn't feeling it. But that got them talking about some past exploits of All Might and like the Silver Age All Might. So they kind of bonded on in the All Might fandom in this episode together, but that wasn't enough to get him the job. So he had to impress Night Eye more, and what he had to do was showcase his powers by taking the stamp from Night Eye and stamping the paper himself, because Night Eye was like, okay, that's cool. And then he started to press down on like the paper. He's like, no. I was going to press it, but he was like, no, I felt like I didn't want to anymore. So what I decided is to let you take it from me and stamp it yourself if you want this job. But that wasn't going to be as easy because we know Night Eye's quirk, what I did from reading the manga, and they explained it in this episode. And the funny thing is, because Midoriya thought that like maybe if he kind of blocked him some way or some sort, it would work, but it really didn't. So this episode was pretty much him trying to get past Night Eye to stamp the paper himself to be a part of Night Eye's work study program. And then we have Togata and Bubble Girl out in the hallway kind of wondering why Night Eye chose this route instead of the normal he didn't make me laugh type thing. And then we kind of understand why, because Night Eye goes into an explanation, and that is because he felt like Togata is the real inheritor of All for One, because that's who All Might came to UA for to give it to, was Togata. That's who he was checking out. That's who he was spotting to have inherit One for All. But he ended up meeting Midoriya and liking Midoriya and understanding where Midoriya is coming from, and he gave him One for All, and that was boss, man. But we understand now where this episode really showed it showcased some of Midoriya's qualities, and it showcased some of his insecurities as well, because he was feeling some type of way when he found out that Togata was supposed to be the true inheritor of One for All. But Night Eye touched on some facts, man. Night Eye put out some stuff that may actually really be true. I mean, because the stuff that he was saying about Midoriya was straight facts, man. Him jumping around the office, that was nothing but Gran Torino's moves. But that's the good thing about Midoriya. Because he didn't have his own quirk and he inherited One for All from All Might, he takes in everything that he sees from everyone else because he's such a fan of heroes, and he just copies it and puts it into his own style, which is okay. I'm totally fine with that. But what Night Eye was saying was that as a hero and you're trying to be that staple and that shining light, you can't show that you're worried and that you're frustrated or anything. You have to keep a calm composure and keep a smile on your face, man. And that's what Night Eye was trying to get through to Midoriya this episode. And then we have him jumping around still trying to get the paper, and Night Eye was constantly berating him and telling him, like, you know, the good things as well. He was like, you know, you have to do this and that and this if you really want to be that hero. And some of it kind of synced in with Midoriya, and it even made us feel some type of way as well. And then we finally realized that the reason he was jumping around erratically like that was so he can avoid all the posters and all the All Might memorabilia. And Night Eye sneered at the end. He kind of chuckled a little bit. And then when Togata and Bubble Girl came back in, he was like, "Sir, did you smile?" So we noticed that he did smile. We didn't see the smile because he had it covered, but he smiled, and we could tell because he really, at that moment, he kind of really accepted Midoriya, but at the same time, he only really accepted him to the work study so he could talk him into giving up All for One. And then we get back to the UA and the dorm rooms, and we see everyone congratulating Midoriya for making it and making it past his work study and being accepted by Night Eye. And they were like, "Wow, that's so cool." And he was like, "Yeah, but I can't tell you guys the real reason why he accepted me, because he wants me to give up All for One." And then we have Todoroki and Bakugo in the corner, and Todoroki's like, "He's leaving us behind, man. We got to step up." He's like, and Bakugo's like, "Shut up." And he said that like 4 times. And Bakugo, "Are you still saying that?" So it was fun to have the comedy in it as well. And then we find out that, I can't remember his name. Anyway, the dude of the big 3, the other guy that's not Togata, wants to meet Kirishima, and he wants him to work with his, he want to meet with him and talk to him about his work study program. So they're probably going to team up and join up. Then we have Ochako and Asui, and they're going to meet with the girl from the big 3. I know their names, but I'm drawing a blank right now. So then we have them going off to meet those 2 senpais to talk about the work study programs. And then we have Todoroki still saying, "They're leaving us behind, man. We got to go." And then the whole episode ended with everyone kind of just having a good time right there together. So that's how the episode ended. And then we popped up right back at Night Eye's office, and we see everyone in their hero costumes, which is Togata and Midoriya. And Night Eye is working on a secret investigation of Chisaki, aka Overhaul, and this is when the whole story starts, man. Right now is when the whole story is gonna shift, and nothing but non-stop action is gonna drop off and pop off, and I'm super excited for that, man. And at this time, knowing what happened in the manga, I'm so pissed at Midoriya, because throughout this whole first time interaction and everything that's going to happen, I know, and right now Midoriya doesn't feel like a hero, and I'm guessing that's what the work study is going to do and prove to show that he's capable of being a hero. So that's all that happened this episode, man. This is your boy Nick Incredible. Don't forget to smash that like button until you can't smash it anymore. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them, and subscribe, but only if you really want to, man. And remember that anime matters, anime is greatness, and anime is life, man. Peace out.